Alrighty, fellas. Yo, what's up? My name is Patrouski. It is time to learn what is considered to be the most difficult raid, probably of the entire event so far, outside of the new 3 permanent legendaries like Kabalion and Virizion. The most difficult raid that's not permanent from this event being Slaking. There's a fair bit of mechanics, a lot of DPS, a lot to consider. This might take me multiple attempts and will be less of a guide and more so of my process to defeating it and beating it on an Ironman account. If I can beat it on an Ironman account, I believe that you guys can as well, okay, on a main account. Now, based on this guide over on the Raid Den Discord, we want to lead with a Tailwind on turn 1. So we have a turn 1 Tailwind user with Covert Mantle. I'm assuming that's very, very important to dodge Fake Out or something like that. We have a Sableye leading with Wonder Room and Prankster, Wonder Room, and then with Trick and Flame Orb, because if it lives on turn 2, you want to throw that off. We're going with some slower fighting type DPS to lead. I don't think they have to actually be that slow, but you do want to make sure that you save some fast ones in the back. So I have my Metacham over here. If you don't know, you can hit this little blue circle. This is a level 80 raid, so this level 100 speed stat's actually not accurate. You have to rotate around to level 80. My Metacham will be 208 speed here at level 80. Obviously, Tailwind's going to affect that as well. And then you have your Mienshao, or my Mienshao. I'm doing Expert Belt, Adamant, 31 attack, 31 speed, close combat / high jump kick, pure power Metacham. The pure power is very important. Adamant, close combat, Mienshao, 31 attack, 21 speed. Adamant, 31 attack, 31 speed, Life Orb, Sharpness, and Sacred Sword delayed. Hitmonlee, Adamant, 29 attack, high jump kick, Reckless, Fighting Gem. Then I also have my Infernape in the back, my fastest mon, Infernape, Choice Band, close combat. What's up, Steelosaurus? And then I'm going to be on Screech duty. So I'm going to be on turn 5, throwing off a Screech with Scarf. I'm assuming there's some mechanic that prevents Prankster from working. That's my guess. I'm going to be throwing off a Screech on turn 5. So I'm going to see how this goes. This is our first attempt. It could all go downhill. It might take multiple attempts, is what I'm guessing. But we're going to learn together. Probably the hardest raid in the event. Let's go ahead and just jump into it. Really good call from chat. So from what I'm hearing is that a lot of abilities disappear once the Slaking raid reaches a certain percentage of HP, potentially 40%, I believe. Yeah, ability suppression kicks in at 40%. So you actually want to use, so like Sharpness Glade, make sure to bring that in early, right? High jump kick, Reckless Hitmonlee, bring that in early. Pure power Metacham, bring that in early. I'm going to bring in my Mienshao later because it doesn't really, that's fine. Regenerate is fine. The ability does not affect my damage, right? I also am getting told that I'm going to be switching off of Screech, and I'm just going to be going a 6th DPS mod. I think for our team is better. Alrighty, fellas, I think we're going in. Here's our first attempt. This very well might take multiple attempts. I have to let that be known very, very clearly. This raid is once again supposedly the most difficult raid in the event. I think it was the same thing last year. If I recall, this raid was literally more difficult than Shaman, if I recall. Now we have the ads. We have plus, I don't know the mechanics much at all. We have +2 Spadef on Slaking to start. We have Semi-Poor and Semi-Sage. I believe my job here is just to throw out some damage. I think I am going to go for high jump kick to this turn 1. If we miss a high jump kick on turn 1, so be it. We can just reset. It's not a big deal. I'd rather go ahead and go for that and try to get max damage here. If we miss it, it would be very funny. We can all laugh at the streamer, point and laugh. Ha ha ha. This Wonder Room, the big mechanic of this raid. A CC coming out doing 5.5%, almost max. Very, very good damage. My high jump kick, come on. All I got to do is hit. All you gotta do is hit. We do hit our high jump kick, doing 5.9%. Okay, we're off to a good start, fellas. We're off to a good start. We have our Tailwind. We have our Wonder Room. Nice. The Jesse. You already have a Pokemon named Jesse Minter. That is a crazy. The Baltimore Ravens squad is gonna guide us through, boys. It's gonna guide us through. A pretty solid turn 1, it seems like. All right, here is turn 2. We're keeping our faster Pokemon in the back. Sacred Sword from Sharpness delayed. Once again, you want to use those Pokemon that need to use their ability towards their damage, like Sharpness delayed right here where possible. We're going to trick the Slaking, put a Flame Orb onto it, get rid of its extra damage. Sacred Sword from delayed coming in, doing 4.8% damage. Not bad, but not as much as I would like. A big T-wave across our entire team comes out from the Slaking mechanic. We do we get a full paralyzed? No. Nothing yet for sure. It may be unable to move. We haven't seen anything yet. Our Wonder Rumor lived, allowed to be possible. Okay, that's huge. Our first Mon dodged full para. We have to dodge one more full para, I believe. Or did it already attack? We're good. All three Gallades got their damage off. The first one did 5%. Second one did 4.8%. The third one did 5.9%. Emo Fister had the biggest damage, man. Basically max cap. And was able to push through its full para. No full paralyzed, which is beautiful. We forgot Cherry Berry. We didn't need it. We simply just do enough damage, boys. We simply hit through. It'll happen again, okay? I believe. We have 2 Gallades still alive here. Really easy click so far. I know there is a lot of like complications with speed tiers, but so far it's been a pretty easy raid. Really just how tanky he is. Like close combat from Blaziken only doing 4.5%. Like that is a heavy damage Pokemon. Medicham doing 6% though because it's a fucking demon. My Gallade got outsped and killed, I think there. That is a skill gap. I think we were supposed to bring some Cherry Berries for the paralyzes, but that's okay. Our other Gallade got their damage off, did 4.3% with that Sacred Sword. Not too bad, not too bad. We might need to adjust here based on the bulk up. We'll have to talk to my teammates and see. We're going for our first Screech on this turn since its defense was boosted. I'm going for a high jump kick with my Reckless Hitmonlee. It could miss here. It would be super unfortunate. It's important to bring him in now while we have our abilities to use our damage. Once Slaking gets below a certain percent, he'll start suppressing abilities. So once again, make sure to bring all of your people that rely on their ability to do damage early on in the fight. We're going for Screech here, I believe. There is the Screech from our Lucario to lower his defense. It got a boost. It lowers it sharply, which is super huge, down to -1 defense. I think my Hitmonlee just connected, which that's a really important RNG roll there. High jump kick Hitmonlee doing 5.8% damage. Blaziken doing 5.2. We're at turn 4 right now. Turn 4 and Slaking is getting smacked around. Sacred Sword Gallade throwing out 4.3% damage. We are getting pretty solid DPS. It's crazy that we're still not able to hit mats a lot of the time because of how tanky the Slaking is. But we're doing quite good. I'll take a Giga Impact. That is totally fine. Good work to you, Hitmonlee. We have 3 Pokemon left. If we can do 5% with our final 3 Pokemon on average, that's 15% damage. If we could have the rest of us do enough damage, we would need 45. We'd all have to do is 4 of us. We have a bit of damage to spare here. We're doing well so far. We still have a bit of damage to spare, I feel like. There's the first Tailwind worn out. I'm going to wait and talk to my team before I really figure out what mon I bring in here. I'm pretty sure I just bring in Primeape here, but I always want to double check. Play it slow and steady. All right, we're not going for a second Tailwind. Here's where we use our fast Pokemon. So it's really important that your fighting types here, I believe, have 229 speed or higher at level 80. My Mienshao is 240. My Primeape is 232. It's higher than 229, just barely. Then my Infernape is the fastest in the back at 253. So make sure to save your fast mons for this exact moment. He's also going to suppress abilities here in a quick sec. We have another Screech coming in. Screech lowers the defense, allowing us to do more damage here. We have a CC from my Primeape, a CC from 2 Primapes, I believe. And I think we're discussing right now, do we go for double Screech here or Screech into 1 attack and go for extra damage, or do we need the double Screech? I believe is the question we're talking about here, I believe. All right, we concluded that one of the Lucarios should go for CC to get off that extra damage. That was able to get 5.7% extra damage. That was a massive damage increase there. A huge hit that otherwise if we go for that, maybe we don't get that, right? There goes all of our abilities. The suppression mechanic is enabled. Slaking's at 35% HP. I know this raid is looking easy right now, but I really think it's mostly just because of how well things were planned out here. My teammates keep yelling at me to stop calling the raid easy because I'm gonna jinx it. But so far it's going very, very well. 5.3% from a Primeape. Isaiah likely. We're probably losing him in the off season. Just did 6% damage to the Slaking raid. Thank you for your service, soldier. Slaking is -3 defense. We have 2 mons left. We're heading into, I believe, turn 6. We're ending turn 5, heading into turn 6 with Slaking at around 24% HP right now. I have only 2 mons in the back. we should be able to do about 10 to 12% damage just with my final 2 mons. Yeah, my teammates had to really adjust this fight, and really this was not a typical fight. We had to change things a fair bit. Slaking did go ahead and shrug off its defense stats, which is really, this is why it's really important that we didn't double screech there, because that would have just gone to waste. Getting that extra 5.7% CC damage might be the difference maker here. I think we are going for a backup Wonder Room here. Wonder Room, an extremely unique ability, or extremely unique move. Let's go read exactly how it reads. Wonder Room. The user creates a bizarre area in which Pokemon's defenses and SPDEF defense are swapped for 5 turns. I think this is crucial if you want to do the physical attacking stat. You can also do the some people do the focus blast strategy. You can also just use your typical fighting type raid teams if you have a Wonder Roomer or enough Wonder Roomers. Close combat from Mienshao doing 4% solid damage. My Kyle Hamilton, my Mienshao only doing 4%. It's solid, but you'd like to see a little more. You want to see 5% at least, but this thing is just so tanky with that defense drop being done. Primeape close combat also doing 4.1. We're doing fantastically though. We have him down to 11%. This might be a first try Andy. This has got to be a first try Slaking raid. And here it is, fellas. What should potentially be the last turn, unless I jinx us somehow. I think we did it. Slaking, a pretty decently difficult raid to solve, but if you're using the right mechanics and you have a proper team, we made it look easy. This does require, I can't imagine solo queuing this. I think that's the real difficulty. If you have the right strategy, the right coordination, the right Pokemon, it's very, very, very doable. Very, very, very doable by all types of players. My Infernape doing 3.9%, about 4% damage. Mienshao doing 5%. Primeape doing the final 2% on the close combat. And there it is, boys. I hope this soft guide for the Slaking fight was helpful. The main thing is setting up your Wonder Rooms and getting off your screeches on the right turns, and then avoiding that 40% ability suppression. Like this video if it was helpful. Subscribe for daily Pokemon videos. Follow me on Twitch for streams like this live. And shout out to the Raid Den Discord for helping with all these strategies, as well as over to my teammates for helping me get this defeated on the Ironman account. Thank you guys again for watching, and good luck getting all of the Lunar Near event raids done this year. It's been a tough year for it, I feel like, fellas, and good luck. I hope you enjoy. But for now, peace, Reno. We made it look like a cakewalk. We can go ahead and get our catch. I don't think there's really any benefit to having a good alpha Slaking on an Ironman account, but it's a cool flex, man. I think it could be. I just quick ball on an accident. It could be a shiny. I would love a shiny. Go ahead and give me the shiny. Why not? No, we're not that lucky. Understandable. Who would be? Naughty Nature. That's like our best catch so far. That's really good. 3 times 30. This is usable. What would you use it for? We got to take this into like PvP. We've got to take this into like PvP, man. I am gonna be okay. This is gonna be legendary. This is perfect, man. Naughty Nature. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this in NU or something. I love using Slaking in PvP. Is it good? Nah. Is it fun? Big time. And it's usable as a like wild caught raid. That's actually the best Slaking catch I could have asked for. That's fucking awesome. That's 8 out of 12 raids done. I'm going to try to also do... Apparently, Braviary is quite easy. We're going to try to do that, I think, today as well. Yo, what's up? Outro Patrouski here. I wanted to take this second to say thank you so much for watching the entire video. It is thanks to people like you I'm able to make the content that I do, as well as everybody whose name is listed here. That's it for me. Have a fantastic day.